Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 357. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Corey Feinsod.
I wish you good fortune in the wars to come, Jim.
Yes, and Tony Kokonakis.
Yo!
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers, to episode 357. Mike's not here, unfortunately. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's busy. So, too busy for us, apparently. So, anyways.
You've been gone a decent amount this summer yourself.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I got back on Sunday from another trip, so... It's been a summer. It's been a summer. Anyways, so yeah, let's go to the box office then. Well, the abysmal box office. Annabelle.
Not as bad as last week.
No, well, it's Annabelle. What the hell is Annabelle Creation?
It's one of the Conjuring spin-offs.
It's the what?
It's a Conjuring spin-off.
Oh, okay. 35.1 million.
They've been killing it.
Huh.
Those movies cost like $5 million to make.
Yeah. Budget-wise, low. Profits high. Got it. Dunkirk, 10.9. The Nut Job 2. Nutty by Nature. At 3, Dark Tower and Girls Trip are your top 5.
Okay.
Doesn't get much better this week with The Hitman's Bodyguard opening. Oh, that's Ryan Reynolds, right?
I mean, that looks pretty good.
That's
actually.
Ryan Reynolds, right?
It's funny. Yeah, and Sam L. Jackson.
Yeah, so all right, well that's opening, so we'll see how that works out for them.
He'll probably be in the same like 30 million range.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Let's jump right into movie news then. Let's do it. Let's do it up. So we've got good news.
Well, just like kind of tying that in. It's not good news, obviously, but unfortunately, there was an actress stunt woman who passed away on Deadpool's movie, and they had to shut down production on that. Which I don't think I saw that on the.
No, I didn't put on the news, actually. I forgot to put that on there. So, yeah, that is a tragic accident that, of course, they're going to shut down the production for a little while. So,
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be for very long, I'm assuming, just because the amount of money that movie is going to be at stake.
You know,
but
it's for good mourning purposes. I mean, people all knew her on the set.
You need people to... Yeah, exactly. You need people to get their head together, and obviously she was part of their family, so it's always tragic. And it's been like... Something like that's been in the news every month. It seems like this has been like that Walking Dead guy who passed away, and then there was a couple of stunt people that were injured.
Somebody just got injured on.
Tom Cruise just got injured.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
They actually halted, or the rumor is they're completely stopping production on that for now. It's like that injury is preventing the filming of that. So
yeah, for like 4 months or 5 months.
Yeah,
well,
so that might delay it.
Renner got injured, broke his arms.
Who did?
Yeah, it's been a lot of that. Jeremy Renner from.
Jeremy Renner. That's right. Yeah,
Avengers and the other. He's also in Mission Impossible.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Arnold Schwarzenegger's back for Terminator. He is back, as he said he would be. So there's a reboot. Guy that's. Yeah.
I was going to say, Tim Miller is directing this. I don't know if it's a reboot, remaster, he's not playing a Terminator, apparently.
Yeah.
So.
Well, no, he's supposed to play the prototype for the guy that they built the Terminator off of, right?
He said he's...
Sure.
That makes sense, but... I mean, that's what he did in the last one, too, right?
No.
Also?
No, I thought they CG'd him to be younger.
I didn't see the last couple.
So yeah, I mean, not many people did, Tony. I didn't see the last one either. I did hear about.
Saw it.
Keeping on the Terminator news. Cameron is redoing Terminator 2 in 4K and 3D, and apparently it's supposed to be like actually quite amazing.
I mean, if it's Cameron doing the 3D, it might be okay, but I don't know. I mean, about that 4K would be cool, but.
Yeah, I've heard
it's just it's a good movie, so it doesn't really matter.
No, yeah, I know.
It's one of my favorite movies.
I mean, it's gonna have a theatrical release because of the remaster like this, so it's gonna look for that. But I'm actually I haven't seen that in so long. I'd probably now hold off and just go see that if it actually comes out, because I do he does do a great job with 3D. I mean, that's what he does. I mean, look at Avatar. So he's the only one.
That's the only thing he's done.
It's the only thing but it's the only 3D that's been done right.
There have been a couple here and there, but that's the best.
Yeah.
First and the best, though.
Yeah, so, all right. Unfortunately, Mike is not on the podcast, and we have Daniel Craig news. And he's so bummed he can't talk about Daniel Craig, who's now wishy-washy on James Bond 25.
Hold on, Mike's be like, see, every time we come out with news, another article contradicts it.
Well,
next week.
I do have that about
that's
DCU.
me. That was me that said that.
Yeah.
And I was talking about
Mike,
the DC universe.
And I do have a DC Universe article on this thing we can talk about shortly. But, yeah, Daniel Craig says no decision yet on if he's returning to Bond. So that's officially from his mouth. I think... I don't know. I think that's just more... He hasn't signed the deal yet, but it's probably...
Posturing?
Yeah, it might be.
Perhaps?
Maybe a little more money.
He's
I said,
a bitch. He needs to go away.
Like I said...
That's what Mike would have said.
Like, every single one of us have said, I believe, we're ready for a new Bond. Anyways,
I was
right?
ready. Not really. I don't care.
You
I don't care about Bond.
Okay. I'm ready for a new Bond.
I don't care. I haven't cared about Bond since...
GoldenEye.
Casino Royale.
I mean, I liked Casino Royale. Yeah. I like Casino Royale.
I'm sorry. That was
after
good.
Quantum of Solace, I was like, I'm done with this.
That was the second
Goodbye.
one. Huh.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I haven't liked one since then.
Wow. I really liked Skyfall. I really did.
I know, and I didn't.
Was that the one where it ended in the house?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. I like that one.
Dumb. So dumb.
Skyfall was his house, Tony.
So dumb.
I liked it. I didn't like Spectre, and I didn't,
It's
I admit...
trying to be a Dark Knight. I was like, well, this so...
Yeah.
Spectre was god-awful.
Yeah.
They just phoned that in. Everyone.
Yeah, they definitely did. All right, we'll go into the DC article then, since I mentioned it, guys. So there's an article I was reading on Screen Rant, actually, about contrasting articles and like what you can and can't believe right now in this universe. Because there's been like so many reports coming out now recently that the Justice League movie, and there hasn't been a contradictory report yet on this, except for Ben Affleck, which I don't trust. No contradiction report on how much of a mess Whedon thought Justice League was, so now they're reshooting the entire ending. That's what the article was. So that's essentially what's going on right now. And that's not confirmed by him, but apparently that's insider sources are saying the entire last third of the movie is being reshot because he thought it was a complete disaster.
I'm so shocked and surprised.
So originally, and
I can't believe that Zack Snyder would fuck up a comic book movie. There's no precedent for that at all.
Yeah, the thing is, the amazing part about this is if you watched the timetable of like Warner Brothers' confidence in the DC universe, that's what's in this article I linked on here on our news thing. It is amazing, like it's step by step phasing Snyder out, and then even when he wanted to take a step back, he's supposed to still be on it for career, since he had filmed majority of the movie apparently, or he had filmed principal photography already. It's his movie, his final say and everything. However, that's not the case here. He's apparently just, because he's going hands off entirely. The studio gets to step in and really just they're changing things again. So.
As awful as this sounds, like the tragedy, and it is.
Oh yeah, it's tragic.
But what happened to Zack Snyder is probably the best thing that could happen to like the DCEU, like in terms of.
I agree. I mean,
because
him stepping down, yes, not what happened to him.
Thought that Zack Snyder was a miscast as far as like heading the DC franchise. Nobody really thought that he could do it, and unfortunately, things happened and turned out where he's no longer in that position. But for the DC fans, I'd have to agree with you, Tony. It's a good thing for the fans. Because you're going to get people that are not necessarily more passionate, but just maybe more in tune with what the comic book fan wants.
The source material and stuff like that. Like, it's so old, but I saw this.
Respect it a little bit.
Yeah, well. I saw this GIF of. Do I say GIF or do I say GIF?
It's either.
Just whatever comes out first.
I had to think about it.
I have heard it said every way. So
yeah, I saw this GIF of
GIF
when they were doing Man of Steel, and it's literally, Superman and Zod, and he's showing them, and he's like literally showing him how he wants Superman to snap Zod's neck, and just he does it to like this stunt guy, and like the look on his face is just maniacal, like he's like, and like just does it, and you're just like, why are you acting so happy? Like this should be something that Superman should struggle with.
Yeah.
Absolutely struggle with. But no, you just
a
cool dude bro thing.
Yeah, he's not good. I don't like Zack Snyder.
Visually, he is a fantastic visual director, but storytelling, character development, and just tying it all together, mess. Complete mess.
Yeah.
I would actually love to see.
What's up?
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and for all that, I still obviously love the Ben Affleck Batman, so I have to give him credit for casting Ben Affleck as Batman. But everything else,
okay.
I
still don't understand how you
can't.
I won't touch that one.
I'd
love to see a team up between Michael Bay and Zack Snyder, just for visual effects and cinematography in terms of like a money shot, because both of those guys know how to capture a moment, like a shot. The problem is both of them have their own issues with the rest of the movie. Zack Snyder, I feel like that's all he does is exist for moment after moment.
They all work backwards.
Right, Michael Bay just...
Right, it's like, I have this moment in my mind, how do we get there?
Right, it goes backwards.
Okay,
right.
that will work.
Yeah. But like those two with like Nolan, like...
Oh, jeez.
Or Cameron, like,
story.
Yeah, someone who can actually tell a story.
Yeah.
Like that would just...
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more like those guys would only be used in certain sequences, and they'd be like, okay, tag, here you guys go, here's your 5 minutes, all right, you're out, go sit down, guys. Let me go get this movie shot perfectly. I mean, what Affleck actually said, let me get the quote here opened. Hang on, I don't have it open, unfortunately. He actually came on record saying this is like a movie shot, like, come on, load. Interesting product of two directors. Justice League is an interesting product of two directors, both with kind of unique visions, both with really strong takes. I've never had that experience before making a movie. I have to say, I really love working with Zach, and I really love stuff we've done with Joss.
Cool.
PR response.
Like PR fluff.
Yeah, PR fluff. But, I don't know. I just... The thing is the movie is... You're taking two completely different directors. The rumor, though, here in this whole article is that Snyder was being moved out during this production as it was, with Whedon actually coming in and actually filming a lot of it to begin with. Like, he was actually the director in most of the consultations with it. So,
well, after BVS, did whatever last year, they even said that like other people were being brought in to
and that
kind
was
of like
Whedon,
help.
yeah.
Help.
So he's been on hand for a while. So my biggest worry about Justice League is the tale of two films where we'll have two completely different styles of a direction, But because of how dark and weird Zack Snyder's filming is, it's like very washed out, grade, and it's its own style. It's got that 300 style. All of his movies do, and instead you have Whedon now, who has that other style, which we've seen with his other movies, which I don't know. I can't really describe his style really the best way, but the good news is he's been brought in beforehand, so we probably won't get that. That's what I'm thinking, at least.
Well, if you look at the trailers, like the first trailer that came out and the latest trailer, you can already see more color in the shots. Like in the same shots, you can just put them side by side, and there's a lot more color already just from what we've seen recently compared to what came out earlier.
Yeah, so I don't really know if this movie is going to be a train wreck. I actually don't think it's going to be terrible. That's my prediction. I'm going to go out and make a prediction for DC movie. I don't think it's going to be terrible. I mean,
for me, that's no surprise. I don't think any, except for Man of Steel, has been terrible. So
I can't rewatch. Suicide Squad, I'm done with. I don't have to ever watch that movie ever again. I've seen it twice, and I'm done. I don't ever want to see it ever again. I'm done with it. So it's a really bad movie when you watch it again.
I don't know. Average would be okay. Just average would be okay.
I think we could 6.57 is where my target scoring here is.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I know it's a personal opinion, but I really think you're gonna enjoy this movie more than a 6.5.
I'm gonna be happy. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be happy with the 6.57.
I mean, you scored BVS a 7.
No, I think I give it a 6.5.
Well, it's better. It's gonna be better than BVS.
Okay. Possibly.
Why'd you say that name?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. So, all right, let's move on. Let's talk about no Nick Fury in Avengers 3, 4, and Black Panther. So I'm shocked that he's with all the cast coming like into that Avengers 3. I'm actually shocked he's not in that movie.
I'm shocked that he's not in either Avengers. Is that from him though, or?
Crap! I didn't link the article. I think that is from him. They were talking to. I mean, maybe it is a misdirection.
It seems weird, especially since like the way things ended in Ultron. You'd think he would be back, but
not to mention he's in Captain Marvel.
Well, will be, yeah.
Will be, right. So it's just really weird that they wouldn't get him, even if...
But again, that movie takes place in the 90s, so...
Right. But I'm just saying, like, it's not like, they're not on good terms in terms of, like, the actor in Marvel Studios. So it's just weird that they wouldn't try to get him in there, even if it was just like...
thing. Who knows?
I don't know if it's... Maybe it is. But that's kind of disappointing. I hope it's a surprise. I hope it's...
Yeah, maybe they'll pull a Yondu thing or whatever Jim was mentioning last time.
Yeah, misdirection.
Like, he's not on this movie. Yeah, there he is.
I honestly don't know why you would do that with Samuel L. Jackson, but okay,
But I mean, I feel like, again, it's how Ultron ended, you would think that they would be back. So.
Yeah, I mean...
This is S.H.I.E.L.D., yay!
By the way, I mean... I gotta say, like, as much as I really do like reading, like, the Screen Rant site, when you have...
I don't go there anymore at all.
When you have blocking on, it's fine to read. However, I would recommend, like, I really gotta stop going to the site. There are so many spoilers in their titles and in their brief descriptions. So it's like, I mean, it literally ruined... It didn't ruin anything. It did ruin, actually, something for me. So do not go there right now. Because
I don't go there anymore.
There's a major plot point ruined for me for an upcoming show.
Defenders?
No.
Oh.
Past that. So, but you're on the right track. I'm not going to say it. I don't want to ruin it for you guys. Don't go there. Okay, that's it.
Well, we're not going there. I'm just saying.
When it happens, and you guys are talking about it, remind me that I said. We'll try to remember this, and I'll be like,
I'm going to remind you about something.
Just be like, no, I'm gonna be like, there it is. That's the thing. So I'm going to try to remind me. Remember. So when it happens,
there it is.
But yeah. So, all right. What else we have? What do we have? Crap, I'm on the wrong document. Honestly, that's what happened. I went to Screen Rant, and so I saw Star Wars news, and because it was entirely...
I don't want to hear anything about Star Wars.
It's the deal is no video. You guys. The deal is no video. Okay, you can accidentally view words and stuff, and it happened to me, unfortunately. So I saw that the title got read.
I'm saying I would prefer not to.
To not talk about it though entirely is to not talk about it entirely.
Absolutely,
we have for our fans, guys. But we're still not going to watch the trailer, but we are going to talk about some news. So apparently, raised parents are less important than we think. And I like that. And I said that. I wanted that to be the case. Everybody's like, well, who's her parents? Who's they got? It's got to. I don't care. That was the big question about Force Awakens, and I'm like, no. Why should that be something major? Like, why can't you just?
Why it should be something major is because the mainline stories in these Star Wars movies are about the Skywalker family.
Well, I think that's changing.
Fuck the Skywalkers.
It's changing.
Fuck the Skywalkers.
I'm just saying that's the first three, and then the prequels are all about Skywalkers.
Or are they all about Kenobi family? That's a theory I have.
Technically, Kenobi has been in every film.
Yes.
Sure, but where's the Kenobi lineage in Star Wars?
I don't know yet. It could be.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, so how are they all about his lineage?
Because he's in every single movie.
All right. Well, you want to bet on this, Jim, that he has something to do with it?
Oh, I don't know. It's a theory I have. It's a fun theory. I don't know if I want to bet on it. I mean, I can have fun with theories. I mean, come on.
Well, I'm just saying where you're going to plant your flag. That's all.
I don't even care. No, her family is not important. The point of this conversation is her parents are not important. However,
so it can't be Kenobi.
I'm arguing that the Star Wars saga is more about Kenobi than the Skywalkers because he's always had a hand in everything.
There are many sides to this issue.
Yeah. So.
Can't think about absolutes, Jim.
That's how the Sith think. I know. All right.
Have you heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Real quick, I would just like to say I hope her parents don't really play like a factor. I'd rather just have her be her own character and not just special because
remember the same questions came up for Finn. I'm like, come on, guys, can we just freaking have a movie? Like, what does it matter where his parents came from?
So then, okay, if we say her parents are not important, and my thing is these movies are, and all these movies are going to be focusing on Skywalkers.
There is still one
or Skywalker
alive.
blood.
Or two alive.
And Kylo Ren is technically Skywalker blood.
3 alive. Right? Sorry, there's 3 alive.
He's probably, and I mean, obvious. I think it's kind of obvious. He's going to turn good, right? He's going to have the same path as Darth Vader.
Is there redemption for that? I mean, what he did?
What Darth Vader's done?
I guess.
I feel like it just like sets it up. I kind of think it's kind of
redemption for Luke for just abandoning the galaxy.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna find that out in this movie. I mean, that's his whole. Has Luke gone dark side? I mean, that's what I'm wondering. Like, there's so many theories flying around there. It's like it's gonna be. I'm really psyched for this movie. The new trailer is gonna be hitting soon, so we gotta watch it, Corey. We gotta not watch it, but we gotta watch it. Yes, watch out. So, and then we can pull it off. If we can avoid that trailer, it's in the bag. We got it. We did it.
You know what? I don't know if this is gonna get cut off or something, but the way that you have your shirt on that door behind you keeps distracting me because it looks like a bird, and it's really distracting me every time I look at your wig.
That?
Yes.
That's a towel.
I understand, but it looks like that's a bird. And a beak, and there's like eyes with those hats.
Oh, it kind of does. That's amazing.
God. Now I can't
even see that. Jesus. Ah.
I told you, it's been distracting me this entire time.
Apparently 2 towels were hung up there. All right, sorry about the intermission.
Anyway, back to The Last Jedi, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's set up for Kylo Ren to have the same kind of arc as Darth Vader, in my opinion.
No, I just don't want them. Well, I mean, yes, okay, but I
don't want them to either.
I gave them, but I hope they don't.
I gave them a free.
I hope they don't as well.
I gave them that free pass with Force Awakens that a lot of people didn't. They're actually upset that was so New Hope, like
Mike.
Yeah, so many people. So I gave them that free pass because I was happy to see a good Star Wars movie again.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to be Empire. I don't want this to be Empire. I don't want it to follow the same tropes. Is there going to be Empire influence? That freaking influences every movie. So I'm okay with their own Star Wars movie being influenced by Empire, but I want new. You know what I mean? I want new. So.
I do have faith in Rian Johnson. I really like that guy, and he's put out some really good movies.
Yeah. So I'm man, I gotta actually might as well request that day off already. I know that Thursday. I'm off the whole day. I'm going there. I'll be there like right in the morning,
nice.
even though I'm gonna stay out front. I'm just gonna enjoy it. So, all right. Let's talk about Game of Thrones. Well, we can kind of get into what we've been up to with this. I thought it would tie in well because Game of Thrones breaks more records again for the most watched episode of the season. I didn't get the actual. Oh God, I didn't link this article. I was distracted at work when I was building. Obviously, I was working when I was filling this out. So, so it broke the ratings record that was broken last episode with this episode. That was broken from the previous start of the season. So. It's on a roll. It's freaking on a roll, man. And just saying, we've all watched
the best
it, right?
It's been.
We've all watched this episode. I mean, It's gonna be tough.
Yep.
Tough to not mention spoilers, but I'm very happy to have a Magnificent Seven, I guess, kind of thing going on there. I thought that was really cool. That last part.
They all hate each other.
Yeah, I don't know. That's true, but I just like the whole. For me, like people said, like there was an Avengers vibe, but I'm like I got more of a Magnificent Seven vibe. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I could see that.
I mean, in a way, it's kind of like almost like the forming of like the Avengers. Or
that's what they were saying. Yeah, I mean, people are saying that. I'm just like, I got more of a. I don't know why. I just got Magnificent Seven vibe. So.
I could see that. I mean, Magnificent Seven. They weren't really all that great people.
They were not bad people. I mean, they just were. Maybe some sellswords and hired guns, and I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Samurai 7.
I'm thinking Samurai 7, yeah. But they're all they're based on the same movie.
Same idea, though. I mean, yeah.
Well, Magnificent Seven was based on.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Samurai.
So by Seven Samurai, Magnificent Seven, that's the vibe I got.
Yeah, right. I can see that, and I would say that's probably more accurate. Where it's like just a mission brings them together. We're just
right. Something for the greater good.
Yeah.
Even though these characters may not be the most upright, standing citizens. Yeah. Absolutely,
I mean,
makes a lot of sense. I
had some issues with. It's weird because for most of the series, I felt like their pacing was kind of slower, Now I feel it's the opposite end of the pendulum, where it's just go, 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 go. And, I mean, that was like pretty much like teleports down to King's Landing and it's just like, oh, okay. I mean, yeah, no problem.
I actually really appreciate that, though.
No, I do in a way. It's just weird because I'm not used to it. Because, we only have 2 more episodes this season.
No, definitely.
But what was I going to say? The way that everybody just came together and that like, oh look, we picked up these fucking assholes, come look at them, and just like, yeah, we want to go there too. It's like, all right, I guess you could join us. But then everybody was like, wait a second, I'm not cool with this. These guys tried to sell me to a witch, and then somebody's like, you're Mormont's kid. He hunted us down to blah blah blah, and it's like, oh, he did the same to us.
Vice versa. Yeah,
exactly. It's just like,
no, they all hate each other, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought that was cool.
It's a good dynamic because like it makes you think going into the next episodes, like, well, how are these guys gonna be able to get each other's backs? Like, can you trust the guy next to you? And of course, that they're gonna, John says something I thought it was a pretty good line, like, we're all on the same team or whatever.
Yeah.
But breathing.
Whatever.
But yeah, I mean, it's pretty nice way to end that episode also. So I did like the character that came back. That part was cool.
I like the meta, like almost fourth wall breaking, where it's just like, oh, I thought you were still rowing.
No, but I did like that return. I like all of you. I can understand the rushed pace we're getting from these episodes.
That actor's really toned up.
But yeah, he has. Yeah,
he looked like Christian Bale.
Yeah,
I was like,
he had a bit of a young Christian Bale thing going. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. So I liked. I don't know. It was very, very quick, no filler sequences, which I think is great. But we're so used to a couple of just pacing things. It's just been like
yeah. It's just
hey guys,
every episode's been.
There's been no brothels. It's nothing.
Well, Littlefinger's been stuck at Winterfell. So.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Daenerys.
I mean, is she? I don't know. I don't know either. Yeah, it's a weird light. I said that last episode. I felt like that. I don't like certain changes to characters we're getting, and that's the main character that we're getting. Like, seems to be going through the most like drastic changes, doesn't she?
Yeah, it's like
what change do you not like the most? Because I like her character. I think she's
I think the way it just went down. I mean, with bending the knee. Bending the knee is kind of what she's got a lot more arrogance now than she had earlier. Like when she landed, she became an arrogant person, and that's what I'm getting from her now.
Yeah. It's like I'm not here to murder you, but bend the knee, or this fucking dragon's gonna smoke the shit out of you.
It's not me, it's him. So
it's like it's not really a choice.
She's been arrogant though. She's been very arrogant this season. Like just
overall. But I mean,
I don't think she's been that arrogant actually. Like she's been taking advice from people, and it's all been going downhill when she does take advice. And then when she's like, "I'll just do it myself," it all works out. So it's like
because she is the biggest plot armor in the show.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's
just worked out for her.
Even she lost all of her allies in like 2 episodes, and she's like, "Fuck this! I gotta take care of shit myself." It's
talk about rushed. I mean, you can talk a little bit about rush with that. I mean, losing all of the allies in 2 episodes, you're like, Jesus, that's like devastating.
I don't know. I feel like she had a method back in Essos. Mm-hmm. Is that it? Yeah, Essos.
Different continent, man.
Yeah, and here she's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking conquer everything. You guys need to.
If she did, I mean, she could right now. She could take King's Landing right now if she wanted to.
Who's to say that she won't next episode or the episode?
She's moving towards that. I feel, but we'll see.
I feel like the last episode is gonna be some siege or something to King's Landing.
Possibly.
I hope she gets her comeuppance. I hope she loses a dragon or 2.
I got a theory that one of the dragons I think is dying. That's my theory, but we'll see. I think a dragon drops.
It's obvious that dragon's gonna become a White Walker. I think.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that.
I think one's gonna die north of the wall. Sure.
You really think
dragon?
So? I was just thinking.
You gotta have an ice dragon.
Yeah, but doesn't mean it has to have one of her dragons be a nice dragon. That could just be a dead dragon from before being a nice dragon. So you have a dragon battle in the air.
I don't know. I think it makes it more poetic if it's one of hers.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, we're gonna get some. We're gonna get some undead in the next episode, I'm sure. So, and they'll magically transport from the North Wall to King's Landing in the same episode, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like, here's what I didn't understand. It's like, oh, well, we need one of these to prove, that they exist to the people. Let's go on this really dangerous, like, suicide mission because, well, some kind of suicide squad. Wink, wink. And then, get capture one of these. It's like, you got fucking dragons. Why don't you just ride one real quick, because it won't take long, and just fucking get one? Because what's one going to do against a dragon?
Yeah. All right. We don't need to dissect the whole episode because it's it's new. Okay, so what else have we been up to? I can keep us going here. Shoot, I forgot the other thing I was going to mention. I know I've watched Voltron, obviously. I was able to do that. I forgot my Switch going out west, so I didn't even have my Switch with me, and that pissed me off. But I brought the charger. It was in my bag, and my Switch was on my bed. So I didn't have my Switch the entire track. So I did watch Voltron. That great short season. I like how they're setting this up. I really like what they're doing with the story, and I loved the references to the original Voltron. I thought that was awesome. Lots of cool little Easter eggs for fans of the original series. I thought that was awesome. So I was really happy with what Netflix did on that. And I'm trying to think of the other things I've watched. There's a couple more. Rick and Morty, great show. Great show.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, I linked one episode because it was posted on Facebook. I'm like, you guys, someone's got to watch this one. The Pickle Rick. I just couldn't stop laughing. I was at work watching this. I'm like, I'm on my phone too in the hallway. It just came up on my feed. I'm like, I have to watch this. So I just sat and watched the whole thing. But I watched DuckTales, the new DuckTales. That's what it was.
I heard it was good.
Yeah. Talk about like new but capturing the same feel of the show. It completely captures it very well. Launchpad. The three kids are.
I love Launchpad.
Yeah, Huey, Dewey, and Louie feel well. I think Dewey feels very emo, but other than that, everybody else feels the same. One of them felt very emo to me. I was like, oh, that's a little, I don't know.
Dewey's the blue one, right?
Yeah, the blue
He's
one.
The one that's kept like trying to impress or be like the adventurer guy.
Yeah, he's just very quiet in this one, very mopey. So that's what I got.
No, it's not him then.
No, Red's the adventurous one, and Green in this one is
Huey's the newest episode.
Yeah.
No, the blue one was the one that kept jumping ahead and trying to do all this stuff.
That was Green.
No.
I thought it was Green.
Did you watch the same episode I watched?
Yeah, I think so. Right. With the dragon?
The green one was... Well, yeah, the green one was with Webby, or... What's her name?
Oh, yeah.
He was back with her the whole time, and then... Blue was Dewey, who kept, trying to, prove that he could do everything first, and he was always the one running ahead.
Did you watch the second episode? Did you watch the one with the dragon with the Medusa glove?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, it was cool. I mean, we're watching the same one. We're mixing up colors. Then I'm mixing up colors, but we did watch the same.
The
episode.
blue one. I mean, he was upset because of the what Scrooge McDuck said in the.
Yeah. So he was very mopey then. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So we watched the same one. It was good. I
don't think there are anymore right now.
No, I mean it's a long episode though. It was it's an hour premiere I think they're doing on that show. So
yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be an hour episode.
TV hour.
Yeah, TV hour. 44 minutes. So good show though. Good show. And I think that's it for me.
Job.
That's it for me.
But I mean, all-star cast and voices too.
Oh yeah. Corey, what else did you watch?
I finished the Ozark show.
Okay.
It definitely sets up season 2. Which wasn't renewed until just today or yesterday or whatever. But the side character I find so much more interesting than the main character. Like Jason Bateman's character, I felt like his arc didn't really... it wasn't as big of an arc as I was expecting it to be. I thought there would be a little bit more of a resolution to his character. I kind of feel like he's in a similar spot as to where he was before. Not necessarily... Nothing's changed, but just as far as what's changed, not much from where he was in the beginning. Obviously, some dynamics here and there are different, and he's gone through this whole drastic, life-changing moment and stuff, and has had to have dealt with it. But I don't know. It seems like his character hasn't really evolved. Where some of these side characters that we meet along the way are great, and like I think Ruth is probably the star of this show. So I would recommend it if you like Breaking Bad. It's not. I don't think people will like it as much as Breaking Bad, but it's kind of got that feel to it. And then obviously Friday we have The Defenders.
Yes.
So I had to make sure I watched all the Marvel Netflix stuff.
Oh,
no,
shit.
No, you did not. I don't believe it.
So I watched Luke Cage.
I don't believe it. This is like this is like this is insane. This is like a bomb on a podcast here. Jesus.
Did this come out like 10 months ago?
Who knows?
Maybe longer, but yeah. So you
was
watched
it this year? Even? No, it was last year, right?
It was last year.
That was the only one you
had.
had.
Comic-Con, right? Yeah.
Anyways, that's the only one you hadn't watched, right?
Oh, it was right before Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So. I mean, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah,
so what did you think of it?
So I did think it was obviously better than Iron Fist.
Yes.
But I think the last few episodes were some of the worst television, and I thought it was worse than Iron Fist.
Yeah, but it was stronger in the front and even in the middle, and then even. No, it just
goes off the rails.
It does, and I didn't like that at all. I didn't like
the second half is just
yeah.
I think Diamondback is an interesting character, and there could have been a cool dynamic with that whole my brother's keeper thing and the Cain and Abel stuff, but they didn't know what to do with it properly, and it just like the suit he wears in the finale. You're like, really?
Yeah,
really? You're gonna like make me believe this guy's gonna like stand up to Luke Cage and take hits from him? He's got like a super suit. Oh my god, that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Cleats.
Yeah.
I think that Cottonmouth was a good character.
I thought he was the best villain of this season. So.
I think Shades was interesting, but obviously he had an agenda the whole time. Mm-hmm. I don't like the relationship between Claire and Luke Cage. It seems kind of weird.
Continuing.
Like, a little forced.
It's continuing. And Defenders.
Yeah, I mean...
he technically never got the coffee.
Nope. They've got to get some coffee.
I don't know. That it really went off the rails, but it was decent. Like in the middle of it, right when things were kind of like gearing up with Cottonmouth and Luke Cage, it was good, and I could see it, see where they were going with it, but then they just took like a left turn and went completely 180. So, but yeah, I'm like not. I'm glad I watched it. I want to make sure I was caught up on everything that happened with the Defenders characters before I blow through the Defenders.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Coming up. So.
Friday, right?
Yeah, Friday.
Good.
On Netflix binging.
Yes. That's what I like about Netflix. You can do that. So, all right, Tony.
Other than Game of Thrones, not too much. I watch Dragon Ball Super. I watch that weekly.
Yeah.
They're currently in an interesting arc. They're really expanding the universes. Universes with new characters and stuff like that. And it's interesting. I feel like this year is just the year of nostalgia.
Yeah. No, it is.
Just between like think about it, like new Mario game, new Zelda game, new 2D Sonic game, Crash Bandicoot, DuckTales, SNES Classic. I'm sure there's more stuff that I'm just not thinking off the top of my head, but it just feels like it's capitalizing on that 90s nostalgia and stuff like that. And that's awesome. Voltron, 80s.
That's
stuff.
true. Yeah.
So it's just, really cool and stuff like that. But yeah, and Dragon Ball, obviously. So I'm happy. It's hard to watch, like, episode to episode, like, because it's just typical shonen stuff where it's like not too much happens. The week where it's like, damn it, gotta get another one. I wish I could prevent myself from watching it for a couple weeks or months and just binge through a lot, but now that I'm concurrent, it's easy. You're like, all right, here's 20 minutes out of one day a week where I just like get through it and stuff like that. But
all right.
Yeah, other than that, I think I will watch Defenders this weekend.
Yes. So look for that next week, guys.
Yep.
Thanks. That's going to wrap up the movie cast. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, tune in next week. Our Defenders impressions, I'm sure, will be in.
Spoilercast?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Mike's going to be able to watch it all. We'll see. Episode 6 of Game of Thrones. Let's see if that breaks more records. So, all right, tune in next week. Thanks for listening and viewing. Tune into the Gamescast coming up next.